Hi and welcome back to the GW Coins channel. Today we are looking at a piece of history that is quite honestly one of the most beautiful and influential coins ever minted. This is the silver Athenian owl Tetradrachma, struck in Athens, Greece between 454 and 404 BC. Think of this as the US dollar of the ancient world. From Egypt to India, merchants trusted this coin because the silver was just incredibly pure, as it came from the Laurion silver mine, which is located just southeast of Athens. Also, a little fun fact, in the marketplace of the Mediterranean, you didn't ask for a tetradrachma, instead you asked for a klauks, the ancient Greek word for little owl. Everyone from commoners to kings knew exactly what it meant. It's kind of like how you would refer to a US $100 bill by calling it a Benjamin. This was also one of the earliest coins ever produced, as the first coins started appearing around 600 BC, therefore this coin was minted only 150 years later. And by then they already perfected the craft of minting coins, as you can clearly see by looking at this stunning example. Now moving to the obverse design, we have the goddess Athena, the protector of the city and the goddess of wisdom. And if you look closely at the craftsmanship, and remember this was hand engraved 2,500 years ago by hand with no magnification, you can see the incredible detail and artwork. That's why a lot of people call it the most beautiful coin ever made. Athena is seen wearing an earring, a necklace and a crested Attic helmet decorated with olive leaves and a palmette. Now moving on to the reverse. This is the owl, Athena's sacred animal. Because owls see in the dark, they symbolize her insight and wisdom into things hidden from others. To the left of the owl, you'll see a small olive branch. This refers to the myth where Athena gifted the olive tree to the city of Athens after winning a contest against Poseidon. And next to it is a tiny crescent moon. Some say it represents the moonlight at the Battle of Marathon, where the Athenians fought against the first Persian invasion of Greece and while being heavily outnumbered, still won the battle. While many other historians see it as an ancient diss towards Sparta. During that battle, the Spartans famously refused to help Athens until the moon was full, due to religious laws. So by placing a crescent moon on their coin, Athens was essentially mocking Sparta, reminding the world that they didn't need Spartan help to defeat the Persians. And those three letters, alpha, theta, epsilon, that's short for this, which literally means of the Athenians. Now you might notice a cut on the owl. That's a test cut. Ancient merchants would literally hack into the coin to make sure it wasn't a silver-plated fake. As the coin's popularity led to the rise of the fouris, these were high-quality ancient fakes made by wrapping a cheap copper or bronze core in a thin layer of silver foil and then striking it. This is why you see test cuts on so many surviving owls. Merchants would hack into the side of the coin to see if the core was silver or base metal. For me, this isn't really damage, it gives the coin some extra character and proves this was actually used in trade to buy something. Also, US President Theodore Roosevelt was obsessed with this coin. He used to carry one in his pocket as a pocket piece. He hated how flat and boring US coins looked at the time, so in 1907 he forced a total redesign of the American currency, just to capture this same artistic soul and high relief. That's also where your St. Gaudens coins come from. This design is so iconic in fact, that if you look at the modern Greek €1 coin today, you'll see this exact same owl. I find it just so fascinating that people were using this to buy bread and wine 2,500 years ago, and today hundreds of millions of Europeans are still carrying that same image in their pockets. It's simply just a masterpiece of art, economics and history that had a big impact on the world. What do you think of the Athenian owl? Do you consider it the most beautiful coin ever made? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most incredible coins.